And now we're in Music Land. I don't quite get how we got from the desert to Music Land. Like I said, the stage transitions in this game are quite abrupt compared to the other two. And not only that, this level seems a bit out of place, but it's still a fun little stage. Like, look, you even got a piano you can play on. And this boss here, mini-boss, that you can just stay to one side and just rock it into over and over. This is actually pretty easy. It doesn't really attack, it just... The wolf throws maracas and it just plays the piano. That's about the only attacks it really has. And, you can play with the piano. Yay! Okay, that's enough. So there's quite a few gems in this place. And we have drums as well with these armadillos, robotic armadillos on them. The thing is, with the momentum of your jumping, you gotta watch out not to jump into the enemies. Because the momentum involved when you're on the drums is tricky. Like, sometimes you'll just keep moving forward. And it also doesn't help when you're like, when there's two drums, you just bounce all over. Yeah, it's actually kind of fun. So, you know, this place, I'll admit, doesn't make much sense, but it's still a fun little level, I'll admit. And we have these teleporters that were in Rocket Knight Adventures as well. With this place, there are two paths. You can go up to the upper path or lower path. Here I went to the lower path. If you go up to an upper path, there's a bunch of like symbols you have to pass through. And here you just have to get through a bunch of wolves. It's best to just take your time and just deal with them as they come out, instead of just trying to rush your way through with a rocket, because then you'll just run into them and lose health. And we have these bubbles. Even I still have trouble with rocketing in a straight line for some reason, now and then. When you get into a bubble, you can travel in it for a short while. It'll slowly rise, but you want to get out before you hit the spikes. So move as far as you can and then just mash the jump button to get out of it. And these things can be a pain in the ass. These music notes, these explosive music notes. There are a ton of them and they're everywhere. They cause slowdown. It's best just get through like that. And I just made it with one heart left, no less. So yeah, this level has multiple paths you can take. Well, there's just one main fork that you can take where you can go to a lower and upper path, but that's what makes this level a little bit interesting. And we have these trumpets or pipes, and you just go into them to go at another one. It's kind of like the airship level in the Genesis Sparkster, only this time it's with music and drums and stuff. So if we just go in here, and look at that, we're actually making progress. There's more of these guys. The thing about enemies is, if they get behind you, don't hesitate to do the rolling attacks. Rolling attacks are a very good way to deal with most enemies. But if there's more than, but if they gang up on you, they can still maybe get in a hit on you. And, ooh, what's this music? This sounds like organ music. And will you look at that? Hey, you! Quit being Phantom of the Opera and fight me. Come on. Now, this straight-up Axel fight here is probably my favorite in all the games, to be honest. Because it's fast, and there's actually quite a bit of strategy and techniques you can do against Axel here. Because in the first Rocket Knight Adventures, you can just sort of just keep him in a loop. Here he goes all over the place, and you can follow accordingly. And plus you have more maneuverability with the rolling attacks. Here I don't fare very well. Like you can rocket, you can roll, you can use your sword, or you can just die like I did. Let's try that again. So yeah, and plus this is a very good stage to fight him in too, because there's lots of platforms, and there's plenty of room for you to retreat and avoid his attacks. Axel's attack mostly consists of he does flying kicks and all sorts of stuff like that, and he does attacks similar to you do. Of course, he has a flaming thrust attack. So there's really not a whole lot of strategy to do here. You just have to sort of hit him and then avoid his attacks. That's really the best advice I can give you for this fight. And oh, got him with the rolling attack. And hey, where's he going? Get back here. Well, at least we got him. Well, that was actually fun, and like I said, this is probably my favorite encounter with Axel in the series. Although later on he becomes much more difficult. You'll see later on. And after that we meet this guy. I don't know, is he the leader of the Music Land? I'm not exactly sure, to be honest. He has a cannon for us and a thing on his back for us. This game doesn't really explain much, to be honest. But he gives us that thing, and we blast off into space. Unlike Rocket Knight Adventures, this is a vertical shoot-'em-up segment, and you fly around this wing thing. With the B button, you can just hold down to shoot beams of diagonally shooting projectiles, as well as you can still attack with your sword and its sword beams. You can roll with the L and R button. Basically, that just makes you just roll, and you can spread the shots, but it's not very effective against most enemies. And you have tons of missiles and guns and flying soldiers after you. The flying soldiers, as you saw earlier, if you want to aim for the red ones, because if you get rid of the red ones first, the accompanying green ones it usually has will fly off in different directions away from you. They'll split off. Except for this one here, where it just shoots missile projectiles. And the blast the missiles and some projectiles can still hurt you. As you can see here, this section is quite difficult on the hard difficulty. This is the first stage that legitimately gave me problems, because normally I wouldn't have so much difficulty, but then it's this shoot-'em-up segment that always kind of gets me. I was never that good at these types of games, to be honest. Although on the normal difficulty I'm alright, except that I just died right there, of course. But on the normal difficulty, things are toned down much more. There's less enemies and things after you, so it's not nearly as bad. And okay, this time I've made past a little bit further, and yeah, avoid the, I don't know what was that pouring out, just ginger ale, I don't know. One thing I should mention is that the main program for this game also worked on Axel, which was a vertical scrolling shoot-'em-up that let you scroll and throw different areas left and right. So the similarities are kind of there, even though I haven't really played Axel myself. And this is the mini-boss of the game, or this level. This guy is actually pretty easy. You just have to avoid his projectiles. You can just keep hammering away, and he gives you health when he dies. And that's the only way to get health in this level, by the way. You don't even get gems in this level to help you accumulate extra lives, which makes this stage even more difficult. And the worst part is when you kill that mini-boss, the apples spread out very far, and I can only manage to get 2 of them. So if you take a lot of damage in the first part of the stage, which is easy to do because on the hard difficulty, this stage is, well, quite difficult, obviously, as you saw there, as I died twice. So you might, so keep maintaining your health is vital, because the boss in this stage, you have no idea how much trouble this gave me, but we're not quite there, but we're almost. And the ship is separating here, I think. This sequence always takes a little while. You can actually shoot down the propellers of this part of the ship, even though there's no real point to it. It just gives you a little bit of points. And even then, it's like with the Rocket Knight Adventures. Why do ships need propellers in space? Like, propulsion wouldn't really work in space. Well, then again, Axel doesn't need any breathing apparatus or anything, so who knows? Maybe space just works differently in video games. And there's Axel earlier, and we're just gonna barrel roll till this happens. In the previous games, you fought Axel and robots, but that was usually before the direct encounter. This game does it differently, where you fight him first as a direct encounter and then in the robot. But let me tell you, this robot fight, oh dear, it's very difficult. Now, the controls here, you have the L and R buttons, which you throw your left and right punches respectively. You also can shoot a projectile with the Y button, just like with your sword beams, and you can actually charge it up and boost around, just like with your rockets. The only problem with this fight is, as cool it is to have this kind of rock'em sock'em robots thing, is Axel is a very cheap bastard. He's a very... oh... I know I always make fun of him and call him a dick in the other games, but this game I will legitimately call him a dick, especially in this boss fight, because he is merciless in this thing. One thing you have to note about this fight is you can block with holding down both the L and R buttons. The only problem is that your arms can get destroyed, but that also applies to Axel. The only problem with Axel, of course, is that he has a ton of health, while you can only take so many hits, both with your arms and your health. So, and then he does this Berserker attack, which can do a lot of damage and kill you like it just happened. And if you die, you have to redo this part all over, which takes quite a while and is quite annoying, which makes this fight even more aggravating for me. Okay, this time, there we go. See, if you just keep at it and get him into a bit of a pattern loop here, you can knock out one of his arms. The hit detection with the fists, though, are a little weird. You have to actually get closer than you would think you would to actually hit him with the fists. Damn it. Okay, let's try that again. And see, I lost an arm and fuck. Okay, that was great. I lost my my lives. This is the continue screen, by the way. It gives you a password, which is better than the Genesis version because it didn't really have it. Or rather, the Genesis version didn't show it unless you selected no, which was kind of ass backwards. Of course, you have to restart the whole level all over again. And that's a real pain in the ass, especially on the hard difficulty, because you have to do all this shit all over, and I kept dying and I got another game over. So I'm gonna have to compromise a little bit here. Don't worry, this isn't the end. Let's just say I'm modifying things a little bit. Here is the password screen, by the way, when you select it in the menu. You have to hit all the boxes to switch between apples, bananas, and gems. And once you get the correct password, you can go on. What I'm doing here is using a code to get to the level I was just at on the normal difficulty. Mostly because playing that stage on normal is much easier than hard. And with any luck, we'll be able to defeat Axel. Okay, or not. Come on, you! Damn it! Stop doing that! Ah! Come on, come on. Yeah, I got one of your arms. Alright, now I just need to wail on... No, no, stop doing that! Stop doing that Berserker attack. No, no. God damn it, will you stop? Okay, the thing is with that Berserker attack, if you like rocket back and forth, you can sometimes avoid it, but even then, getting hit... See, I lost an arm. Oh, come on. No, no. Okay. Okay, come on, just... Oh! No! Stop doing that attack. Just... Will you... Oh! No! No! Stop doing that! Why do you keep spamming that? Fuck! God damn it! 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 God, I just keep fighting him, and he just won't die, and he just won't die, and he just won't... Okay, there, I got his arms. Now I just need to... If I'm lucky, maybe I can get the other arm? Because if he has lost both his arms, then he will be completely fucked. But he can still do the Berserker attack. Even with only one arm, he can still do... No! Stop it! Why do you have to keep spamming that? You cheap asshole dick. Fuck dick. No, stop doing that! Stop it! Stop it! No! Oh my god, if he's low in health, he won't stop doing that! Damn it! Die! 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 Yes! Yes! It took way too long. So, yeah, I'll see you on the next stage.